I remember the first time I published something on the internet. It was a very, very scary experience. I was so anxious about what people would think about my writing. I was nervous. I was scared that people would read my work and be like, so this one claims to be a writer and look at the nonsense that she's writing. But then when I published it, I was trying to go into blogging that time. When I published it, and then everybody was like, oh my god, I needed this message. I had really, really positive feedback. And I was like, I thought this was I thought I wrote nonsense. My sister left a comment and then she was like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. I was like, beautiful, this nonsense. I know that a lot of writers go through that phase, especially when you're just starting or when you're just trying to be visible. To put yourself out there it's really, really scary. I want to share with you reasons why many writers, including myself, are or were scared of putting themselves out there. Hello, thank you for straying all the way to my channel today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't know me, I'm Adeyemi Tayo, but you can call me Adeni, and I'm a writer, and I'm here to show you how to find your unique voice as a writer. One of the reasons why a lot of writers are scared to put themselves out there is because writing or exposure or putting yourself out there strips away our mask. Many writers write how they truly feel inside. Some actually do the opposite. Sometimes you could see a writer who is really, really happy or really, really satisfied with life, and then they are writing about dark things. Okay, sometimes they are actually really just dark inside, and it's just a persona. It's a facade, you know, how we see them from the outside. So as writers, we often write how we truly feel inside. You know, most of the time, especially when you're going through like some mental challenges or emotional challenges, you do not want everybody to know. You know, most of the time when we're going through things, we usually isolate ourselves. So when we isolate ourselves and we put that in writing, it is quite scary sharing that with the world and letting the world know that, oh, I am experiencing this thing, or I once experienced this thing. So that is one of the reasons why a lot of writers are scared to put themselves out there. The fear of judgment, this was my own greatest fear. This is the main reason why I did not post my work, or I did not share my work with other people most of the time, because I was so scared that these people were going to judge me unrighteously. I'm just kidding. I was so scared that they would judge me harshly, you know, like every little error, every little mistake, you know, I wasn't perfect, or they would just judge me for being me, being authentic, you know, being true to myself. I was so scared to post. I was so scared to put myself out there. And then the feedback I got was like, it was so confusing to me, because I was like, no, there has to be somebody tell me that in this part you shouldn't have added this, or in this part you shouldn't have said this. That fear of judgment is why a lot of writers don't put themselves out there. You know, we have so many beautiful ideas. There are so many beautiful ideas that I've had. Some I had to discard by myself, some I forgot. There was this particular one when I was still in school. I was trying to write this story. The idea of the story was that she usually had dreams, and instead of the dreams just coming true, they were literally happening to her while she was having the dream. So I was writing, like, that was one of the stories that I knew that when I started it, I was just going, you know, I was just going. I shared it with one of my colleagues who is also a writer, and this guy told me,
I think I've seen this before. Oh, there's this film that the person, are you copying this film?
I'm like, me, God forbid, copy? No, I am original. Guess what I did? I went to go and throw. Hey God, I went to go and throw the book away. A whole book of 40, how much is 40 leaves now? But I went to throw the book away, the entire book. I went to throw it away and I was like, oh my god, no, how can I copy? I am original. I don't even know if that movie existed. I just threw the book away because I wanted to be so original. I wanted to be so authentic, which is not a bad thing. But it was that fear of judgment that, oh, if people read my work now, they will say, hey, this girl copied. And now, if you look around you, all these hallmark, let me just get quiet. I struggled with fear of judgment, and I would say that experience contributed greatly to me struggling with that as a writer. The inner critic would tell you that this your idea is a very stupid idea. Am I lying? Tell me in the comments if you've ever experienced this before. Like you come, like maybe you're just thinking, or sometimes you could just be sitting doing nothing. Maybe you're just idle, and this beautiful, great, amazing idea comes to your mind, and then you're writing it down, and then your mind or your inner critic could just whisper to you and say, and you now think, you be like, it's true, and then that's where comparison comes in most of the time. Then you just be like, it's true, this idea said, I mean, I don't think Isabella will write something this stupid, or I don't think Jonathan, you know what, let me just quit. Or you might not quit, you might write it eventually, but you never really share it, or you never publish it for other people to see. So beware of the inner critic, okay? As a Christian, what to take every thought captive. As a Christian, if my inner critic comes to me now and my inner critic is like, hey, yo, my friend, will you shut up there? My friend, will you shut up? Sometimes I literally say, like, my friend, will you shut up? I'm trying to think. I need my privacy, please. That's the best thing to do. That's the best way to handle the inner critic. Whenever the inner critic is telling you lies, or is telling you that you cannot amount to anything, or is telling you that your writing is terrible, tell it to shut up. Yeah, okay? Now, the funny thing is that when we go through this phase, the best way to heal is through visibility. Like I said in my story, I was so scared of judgment. I was so scared that people will read my work and be like, what is this girl writing? This is so nonsense. This is so rubbish. This is so stupid. I was so scared. But then when I posted it, I got positive feedback. You know? In fact, people were like, post more. Oh my god, I never knew. I'm like, So that is where healing comes from. Let me tell you the truth. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. Yeah, so like especially when you begin to get noticed, you know, there are some jealous people that will come to you and say, your writing is not even that. And I want to believe that that person that told me that nonsense when I was in secondary school, but told me that out of jealousy, not being honest. Because if we look around us today, everybody's copying each other. You know, like you come. Don't worry, one of my videos coming up soon, I'm going to talk about something related to this. Christmas movies. Have you heard Christmas films? This is December, but you will see them now. They most of the time they always have the same story, and I'm like, now they think about, like, if I'm not thinking about new things, like they always one girl from, you know what? Don't worry. You will see it in that video, okay? You will see it in that video. But then I noticed that people copy each other. People copy each other every time. And nobody is pressing their neck. Nobody is strangling. Nobody is holding them in one corner and telling them, hey, you copied me. No. I mean, there's literally a book that says, steal like an artist. And as a writer, you're an artist. So I'm not telling you to go and steal. I'm just saying... Just say, don't kill yourself, okay? Publish that work, no matter how, well, I mean, you have to make it look presentable, yes, but no matter how terrible you think it is, post it, publish it, okay? Part of the healing process is writing like nobody is going to read. There's this popular saying, dance like nobody's watching. Well, it's basically the same thing. Write like nobody's going to read your work. Just write it. You can edit later, and even when you're editing, don't be so hard on yourself. Edit like a writer, edit with pride. Don't change so much. There was this thing I used to do. I would like to call it a mistake, because it is a big mistake. With the whole introduction to AI and how AI has entered the market. AI is everywhere. I used to try to write with AI. Like, I would tell ChatGPT to literally write something for me, and I'll just edit and change a few things here and there. But then I was like, at the end of the day, it's not me. This is not me. Don't try to be perfect. Write like nobody is going to read it at first, and then edit by yourself. Don't ask AI, because AI will just ruin everything for you. I'm not saying you cannot use AI as a writer. I use AI as a writer, but what I do is totally different. If you want me to make a video about how I use AI as a writer and still stay in touch with my authenticity, I can do that for you. Another thing is to make sure when you're sharing your work, share your work in a safe space or in safe spaces. You safe. If you want to share your work, you can share it with somebody that is jealous of you, like I did. At the time, I was kind of naive. I was in like GS3 or SS. No, I can't remember. I was in secondary school. I was kind of naive. Why I wouldn't share my work with that person was that I wanted constructive criticism. And I was like, oh my god, he's also into writing, so we could collaborate. That was what I was so optimistic about the whole thing, and the way he just presented his feedback, whether it was true or not, was hurtful. And that could damage somebody's self-esteem. So when you're sharing your work, make sure you share it with in safe spaces. Make sure you share it with someone whose feedback or opinion you genuinely trust. Share it with someone who is not going to try to bring you down, whether the person is a writer or not. Some people don't just like to see other people succeed, or at least even if they succeed, they should not be better than them. The average man is selfish. So when you're sharing your work, make sure you share it with someone who cares about you, who wants to see you grow, who wants to see you shine. So at the end of the day, bottom line, share your work. Don't be scared of judgment. Don't be afraid to hear what people will say about you, be it positive or negative feedback. Just share your work, and the more you share your work, the more you grow, the more you realize, oh, okay, I can write this better. That's why it is very important for us to have feedback in the first place. Because when you have feedback and people tell you, oh, I think you could write this better, so most of the time the person is actually looking out for you. The person is not trying to tell you that you're a rubbish writer or you're not doing great as a writer. Share your work, okay? And that's how you're going to heal. Nobody's going to kill you for sharing your work. Okay? Thank you so much for staying till the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comment section below.